Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel, Peter's Reality TV Recaps and Opinions, better known as That's My Opinion with Peter Mon. And I have not made a video over here, and it's been like over a week, you guys, honestly. And I know people are probably like, oh, Peter's giving up on this channel. That is not the case at all. I am just trying to find the balance of having 7 YouTube channels and trying to post on them on a regular basis. I think most of you know that I typically film anywhere from 4 to 6 videos a day across all of my different channels. I'm trying to be more active on my booktube channel, and I'm trying to post longer vlogs every day because I was doing a lot of vlogs that were around a half an hour when I used to vlog like an hour and a half. So I'm trying to do longer vlogs as well as do videos on my drama channel, which I've been posting like 45 minutes to an hour on my drama channel. Today my video was an hour and 15 minutes long. So I'm just trying to kind of find the balance of all of this, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's been going on with this channel. But I have been keeping up with all the reality shows. I've been keeping up with Big Brother. Not very happy about it, okay? I was not happy to see, I'm a Cirie super fan. I was not happy to see Cirie go home. I just think, like, this is where I'm at with it right now. We'll talk about a couple different things over here. I was just going to talk about the Real Housewives of New York reunion and my opinions about it. And I was going to talk about Bachelor in Paradise, but let's just talk about a couple of different shows that I'm watching right now, shall we? The only show this week the only 2 shows this week that have been on that I haven't caught up with yet are Welcome to Plathville, because to be honest with you, I'm really bored of that show. But I'm going to keep on watching it because I'm committed, okay? And the other show that I haven't watched this week is Golden Bachelor, because I went to bed early last night. And then my little dog, Boo Radley, woke me up at 5:30 in the morning. Then I was wide awake, so I watched Bachelor in Paradise. But I didn't want to stay up and watch Golden Bachelor too, so I'm going to watch that tonight. But other than that, I'm caught up on all my shows. So I was going to do a video today just talking about the Real Housewives of New York reunion, and maybe talk a little bit about Miami starting, and then I was also going to talk about Bachelor in Paradise. Okay, but let's just kind of do like a recap. Since I haven't posted over here in a while, let's just do kind of like a recap of all of the shows and what I think. I need a thumbnail. That'll be a good thumbnail, don't you think? What's the time on that? Okay, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so I know. All right. So, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want some opinions. Okay, I'm fucking over Big Brother this season, all right? I loved it for a long time. Here's the thing, okay? I mean, some of these people have been gone so long, like Cameron and people like that, that I don't even think about them anymore. But, like, Cameron worked really hard on the show, and everybody painted him the picture of this villain, which he really was never a villain. He was just kind of fighting for his place on the show. But other people have done that, and they're seen as, like, heroes. But, like, everybody was painting this really bad picture of Cameron, right? Okay, I'm talking about just on the show. So, anyway, it comes down to all these people. One thing I do like is the fact that Mama Fee and Felicia and Cirie have made it as far as they have, and Bowie Jane too, although Bowie Jane's not as old as they are, but that older people have made it for a long time on the show. Like, we don't typically see that. Typically older people, castmates, are like gone right away, right? So I am impressed with that. I really do like that. But I'm just kind of like at the point where it's just the same thing. I mean, I'm sure for them it's really exciting, like Jag and Matt, but for us watching it, it's like nobody's making any moves. It's like, just can we just end it early and just give Jag the $750,000 check? Like, I'm kind of over at this point, right? I think Jag is a very nice guy. I've really liked him through the entirety of the show. I mean, he has played a fantastic game. He's won tons of competitions, but the reality is, who's he playing against? I mean, none of these people really are comp beasts. I mean, nobody on the entire show. I mean, even his best friend Matt, who's, you know, like this major athlete and stuff like that, he really can't win anything to save his life, you know? So it's like, I mean, I think he won 2 vetoes in a row when it came down to, like, the final 5. But even then, it was like he, Jag, Bowie Jane, Felicia, and Cirie. Felicia's won 1 head of household, I think. Did she win 1 or did she win 2? Cirie hasn't won 1 thing the entire season, right? The only reason why Cirie, that people love her, is just because of her history of being on other reality shows. And that's probably why I love her too. I don't even think she really played that great of a game, in all honesty. I mean, watching her on Traitors and how decisive she was with what she did, and having known her, like, I haven't watched her seasons of Survivor, but knowing her from that and watching clips and stuff like that, she was so smart. You know, I mean, until it served to be smart, and then she wasn't. But on Traitors, she was very smart, right? So to see how she has played these other games, and then to be honest with you, I think when Jared left the show, she just kind of was over it. I think she just kind of like, I don't want to be here anymore, but I can't. I'm not gonna be the person that takes myself off a reality show. But she just seemed to lose complete interest, right? When Izzy and all them were over, and then Mama Fee kept on flipping on her left and right, and I just think she was like, I'm just done. I'm just like over it, right? But I've loved watching her, but she's in the... I knew she wasn't going to make it to the end. She wasn't going to win. I knew that, right? And I think we've known for like the last 3 or 4 weeks that it was going to be Jag or Matt that won. What is so interesting to me is, like, I understand Matt's loyalty to Jag for being like the Minutemen and all this kind of stuff. Okay, but you're down to where it makes a difference. And Matt, literally, they showed him in the diary room saying, I did not come here for a silver medal. You didn't, girl? Because that's how it looks to me, okay? It looks to me like you came here for a best friend and a girlfriend that you got. You already know that from your head of household note that Riley's going to be your girlfriend when you get out of here. So, for me, it seems like you came for relationships. You didn't come for no money. Because you're literally handing Jag this check. Because if Matt sits next to Jag, well, the only person in the house left, because now it's Mama Fee, Bowie Jane. Bowie Jane hadn't done shit this whole season. I don't care if she's won a head of household or not, okay? That was all luck. She'd been throwing comps. She even said I didn't want to win that one head of household. Bowie Jane has not done anything. She's literally floated wherever the power is. That's all she's done. And cried a river because people were... It's Big Brother. People lie, Bowie Jane, okay? So anyway... And she done lied to everybody, telling about she didn't say to anybody that she was a lawyer or a barrister. She said she was a DJ. You lied the biggest lie of all, okay? Not telling people what you really are. And the way that her and Matt and Jag have treated Cirie and Mama Fee behind the scenes, I just think that they're not showing on the show. I think that the show is really misrepresenting how the three of them have acted, and I don't think it's pretty, you know? So... the only person Matt or Jag is going to want to take to the final 2 is Bowie Jane, because they know that they can win clear, you know, against Bowie Jane. Mama Fee, enough people might be like, Mama Fee made it to the final 2. Like, if they don't get rid of Mama Fee this week, so it's, who is, Bowie Jane's the head of household, and then it was Matt and, so she put up Matt and Mama Fee, and Jag won veto. So he's going to keep the noms the same, okay? Now, if Jag was smart, what he would do is he would vote out Matt, okay? Because Matt's his biggest competition in the house, and he's going to have to vote him out at some point. So to get to the final 3, it would be smarter for Jag to go to the final 3 with Bowie Jane and Mama Fee, because he would just win hands down if he got to the final 2. We already know that, right? Okay, so this is his moment to take out Matt. I think Jag will do it. I think Jag will take out Matt, because we already know that the fact that I read these threads and I see it way in advance anyway is too much, right? So I think that he'll take out Matt. I think this is his chance. I think he'll take out Matt when Matt was going to take him to the final 2, which was stupid. Matt had an opportunity to take Jag out. He should have, okay? Because if Matt is sitting next to Jag in the final 2, I think a few people will vote for him. I really like Matt, but I don't think Matt has done anywhere near the amount of work that Jag has and played the same game as he has. So people are they're gonna, like, out of the love of the game, they're gonna give it to Jag, right? So Jag's gonna win. Jag's gonna win next to any of these people, so they have to get Jag out. Well, Jag already won the veto for this, okay? And he can, you know, do the next thing and all this kind of stuff. What will surprise me is... if it ends up being Mama Fee and Bowie Jane in the final 2, because Bowie Jane figures out that the only person she can win against is Mama Fee, and so she takes out Jag or she takes out Matt, and that's how it ends up going down. Can you imagine if the final 2 is Mama Fee and Bowie Jane, literally the floaters of the entire season? I think Mama Fee will probably win. And I've literally sat there and watched her being like, you know, with the faith of a mustard seed, I know I'm going to be sitting in those final 2 chairs. I mean, I was sitting there watching it the other night. She's like, I know with the faith of a mustard seed that I've had through this whole game, I'm going to be sitting in the final 2 chairs and they're going to write me that check for $750,000. And for the first time ever, I thought, I think it might happen. I need some kind of switch up like that, because I'm so fucking over the show. I am. Like, I'm over it. So anyway... watch that. Survivor, I'm loving. They're at the merge and all that kind of stuff. Caleb played his shot in the dark and won. Like, was that not so fantastic? And literally right before the vote, that J girl was like, well, we're voting for Caleb, right? We're voting for Caleb. Or we're voting for Emily. We're voting for Emily. She was like gunning so hard against Emily, and then literally every vote was for Jay. I was like, girl... get him, Jade. Get him. Jade and not Jay. But I was like, girl, you got taken, right? what she should have done on the way out, this is where these people do not know how to play these games, is on the way out, she should have said to Sifu, she should have looked at him and she should have said, hey Sifu, it was never me, okay, that voted for you. It was D all along, just so you know. I took the rap for the other girls and you voted me out on that. Listen, it's on a you're on a reality fucking TV show. Give the people what they want. Y'all are playing these games that are so weak. It's unbelievable to me, right? Okay. So that's Survivor, loving that, loving Amazing Race. I love that, what's her name? Anna Lee and Steve, the father-daughter. I love that they got a U-turn and had to do 2 things, and they beat most of the people. I, like, lived for it. And I don't even necessarily love them so much. I have to tell you, they got kicked off, Jeremy and Liam, but I really liked Jeremy and Liam. They really reminded me of my husband and his youngest brother that just got married. It reminds me of that relationship a little bit. I really like them a lot. And the 2 best friends, oh my God, what are their names? I can't even remember. It's Andrea and something else, Milena. I can't remember. I love them so much. I am rooting for them all the way. They are literally me and my good Judy Tanya Jean. And I love, like, whenever they're going by people or they're running up, that one girl, what's her name, Milena, I think it is, she always goes, out of towners, out of towners. That is so, she needs to come up with merch when she gets off this show that says out of towners. I would so buy that sweatshirt and wear it proudly around. I love it, right? Okay, so that's Amazing Race, Survivor, Love After Lockup. I'm living for that show. Okay, I haven't made a dedicated video to this, but I want to say one thing about it. This Brittany-Andy story makes me so sad. And as an addict in recovery, I totally see what is going on, okay? Brittany is craving so hard to use, and she is using Andy. I mean, I have lived this. I have done this myself before I got sober, and I know so many people in recovery. I've seen it happen right in front of me. It's happening on TV, and it makes me so sad because I already know where the story is going, right? So she put all of her faith in Andy. Then she throws to the crowd. She was like, I mean, he met me on, what was it called? Women Locked Up or something like that. Basically shaming him for a website that she was on. Caged Women. Hey, girl! You went on a website called Caged Women, and then you want to call your boyfriend out? Who, I mean, you haven't kissed him or had sex with him or anything. You jumped in a pool with him. That's the only private time you spent with him. And you think that he lied to you. And he said he was going to give you $1,200. And she's constantly asking for the money. And he got her a car and all this kind of stuff. And she's mad because she thinks he gambled it away. What have you done one thing to contribute to this relationship since you've got out of prison? Girl, it makes me so sad because you are craving so hard. And you are blaming everything on this man. And every time they put her in a confessional, she goes, I mean, I just don't know how much longer I can stay in this situation because it's making me really want to use. Like, she's, girl, any addict or alcoholic knows that's on us. Nobody can get us drunk. Nobody can get us sober, okay? That's on us. You don't blame that on somebody else, right? She's so hard blaming this on Andy. And I'm like, Andy's willing to go fishing. He's willing to do this. He's willing to do anything for her. He bought a house for her. He bought a new car for her. He's giving her cash. And she's sitting there literally going like this on the counter. You lied to me. You lied to me. There never was any cash, was there? Go right now and go to the bank and get me cash. And he's like, I can only take out $500. No, you can take out $800. And he's like, why do you need the money so bad right now? And I'm like, exactly, red flags. But wasn't Brittany the one that said that she wanted to live with you so that she could have, the whole show to me is, I don't know, like, it's just, I got a lot to say about that show, but I love Love After Lockup. I think it comes on tonight, doesn't it? It does. It comes out on Friday. So anyway, the Real Housewives of New York reunion. Okay, first of all, I have loved the cast, or I've loved the cast, but I have loved this season of Real Housewives of New York, okay? I think there will be some changes. I think a lot of people thought Sai wouldn't be asked back, but I think after the reunion, she will be. I thought she took a lot of accountability. I actually thought on the reunion, she showed herself as a better housewife than she did the entire season. I think definitely Brynn will be asked back because Brynn is just, I mean, she's the heart of the show. I think Jenna Lyons will be asked back. I'm not sure Jenna Lyons will do it. Jenna is engaged. She's moved on to a different part of her life. There's a part of me, I love Jenna, but I feel like she did do a lot of it to just kind of like market stuff about her brand of mascara. And I'm starting to feel like a lot of the housewives, them being on the Housewives is to kind of like market their own brands and stuff like that, and I don't love it, right? But I love Jenna Lyons. So I hope she stays on the show, but I have a feeling she won't come back for a second season on her own terms, because I don't think she'll want to. Jessel, who I used to not like, I absolutely live for now, and she's like literally turned into the best thing on the show. And Erin I really like too. I think Erin said some mean things, but I think she makes a great housewife. Brynn and Erin are like, they are housewives, right? Like, Brynn's on the wrong franchise. She don't need to be on New York. She needs to be on like Beverly Hills or something. And then, what hot? Uba hot. I don't understand Uba. Like, first of all, like, we never really saw anything inside of Uba's life. We saw, like, one scene of her apartment, and that was it. We never saw her do, like, modeling unless she was doing it for one of the people on the show. Like, we never really saw inside of Uba's life. For her to call out Jenna and say that Jenna is completely different on camera than she is in real life, girl, we don't even know who you are, okay? And then, like, she comes on the reunion, and Andy's like, oh, I really love your dress, Uba. And Uba's like, nobody likes you, Jenna. Everybody wants you off the show. And Andy's like, okay, what is going on? And then he's like, oh, Uba, like, the weather in New York City is beautiful, don't you think? And Uba's like, Erin's nasty. She needs to be kicked off the show. And Andy, like, doesn't even know what to do with it. And I looked at Alex, and I go, my husband, and I go, what is going on? And he goes, she is so programmed to address these things that, like, any question he asks her, she has to get it out before she forgets it. And it was so weird. I hope they don't ask her back, okay? Like, I don't feel like she's contributed a lot to the show. She doesn't want to share anything really personally on the show. I think that the one thing she did do was that she was, I think, defensive of a lot of the other women. I think Uba's a very kind person, but, like, I don't know. It's just like, the one hypocrisy of the show that I thought was interesting was that, like, they expected Jessel to come out and share so much, or Jenna to come out and share so much, but, like, Uba really didn't share anything, and Erin really didn't share anything, right? So it's like, and even Sai, like, she shared some stuff about her mom, which is so horrible and horrendous, right? But not really deeply. Like, Brynn and Jessel and Jenna are the ones that, like, three shared the most. And then Jessel and Jenna were the ones that were criticized the most for not sharing, when most of the girls didn't share. I'm like, Uba said to Erin, did you watch, or Brynn said to Erin, or somebody said, no, Jessel said it, to Erin, did you watch the shows with, like, blindfolds on? And it's like, did you all watch the show with blindfolds on? Like, I feel like the only person that really got it was Brynn. And then Sai took so much accountability on the reunion, I was kind of living for it. Real Housewives of Miami premiere came out, living for it. So I am towards the end of season 3. I still have season 4 to watch. My husband was not happy, okay? I'm asking him all kinds of questions. So when did the Lenny, because I talked to my friend Tanya about the Lenny and Lisa divorce, when did it start? So after about the 3rd question, Alex, because I said, oh, well, what happened to Martina? She had cancer, blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. Julia's wife, Martina Navratilova, the tennis star. And so after the 3rd question, Alex goes, are you going to be asking me questions through this whole show? If I want to, I will. I just watch the damn show. I just want to know what's going on. But I love it. I love that Kiki is more in this season. Alex was, like, thinking that she was going to, you know, be, like, one of the main castmates, but I guess she's still a friend. So, anyway, I love that Alexia's on it. I love that Julia's on it. You know, Audrina is not one of my favorites, but it's not even her name. Why can't I think of her name? I just feel like she's kind of gone, like, I'll tell you what, she looks fantastic. They all look fantastic. I love that Larsa Pippen went off, and Larsa Pippen's going to be on the new season of Traitors. And her boyfriend, Michael Jordan's son. I love that Larsa Pippen went off on Gertie, who I love Gertie, and she said, you called me fake. How am I fake? I am not fake. And I literally was sitting there, I was like, Larsa Pippen might be one of the fakest people on the face of the earth. Like, seriously? She's like, look at me, I'm not fake. I'm like, is anything on there still you? Like, I'm confused how you can say that, girl, okay? Like, what? Okay, I'm very confused about that, right? I think she just has too much. But anyway, so I love the new thing. I love that Alexia tried to do this, like, New Horizons thing, and, And as soon as she did, like, they all start fighting and get in this huge fight. Like, it just was so much. I just was like, but I'm living for it. I think this season's going to be so good. I don't know what it is, and I haven't seen season 4, so I don't really know what's played out. But apparently the reunion was horrific because they talk a lot about it. But Lisa Hochstein, I really love. I love her so much. Like, I think she might be one of my favorite housewives of any franchise ever. Like, I love Lisa Hochstein. So if she shows her ass in season 4, and I'm not aware of that yet, I don't know. But this deal that Lenny is doing to her is so dirty. But I will tell you this. I don't know why. It's so funny because we have a family friend of ours whose name is Jody. And everybody used to go, Jody, Jody. So the whole time we were watching it, her new boyfriend's name is Jody. I was like, Lisa and Jody. But he does seem like he's being so nice to her, right? So, anyway. Okay, Bachelor in Paradise, let's end it with this. So, Bachelor in Paradise, I love that show so much. Can they continue just to bring 1,000 people down onto the beach? Like, it's like every episode, they bring like 15 people down. And Charity came down this week to give the girls advice, right? And now Aaron B, he does not know what to do. Because Charity B came down, and they're going to carry it over to the next episode. Because, okay, here's the deal. So, Charity told Kat. Now, Kat is bitter as shit. Now, can somebody explain this shit to me? Okay. Kat was having a real connection and was falling in love with Brayden, right? Who I love Brayden. I think he's real nice. And then when Tanner came down on the beach and asked Kat out on a date, she couldn't get out of that chair quick enough, right? She couldn't get out of that chair quick enough, right? She didn't ask Brayden. She didn't discuss it with Brayden. She could not wait to go on that date with Tanner. She came back. Brayden was like, I'm confused as to what's going on. She goes, I don't owe you an explanation. I know who I am. I don't owe you an explanation, okay? So then Davia comes down to the beach, and she goes on a date with Tanner, and it's a different story, okay? And now Tanner is the worst person in the entire world. He never had to sit down. He didn't talk to her or anything. And she broke up with... girl, why are we at almost 30 years old? Karen, who's breaking up with who? Y'all broke up, okay? You broke up over 2 days of being on a beach date and somebody... Y'all know you're going on a dating show, okay? To meet a connection and hopefully get engaged. You know each other for 2 days. You ain't even done it yet, okay? Unless they're showing that and it's not in the edit. You ain't even done it yet. He didn't even kiss you open mouth like you said, and you're so bent out of shape that you want everybody to know that you did the breaking up. Girl, you are fucking petty, okay? You are petty and you cannot see it. I could not stand that cat girl. I would not want her in my real life. She is literally the definition of toxicity, okay? And then Olivia is over here cozying up, and Olivia's been done so wrong. She's over here cozying up to what's that guy's name? What's the guy from the country that's the welder? Why can't I think of his name? He's got 2 names, something John. John Henry, that's his name, John Henry. So cute, so nice, right? Okay, and Olivia and him, so cute together. They make such, and then all of a sudden Kate's like, oh, I got a crush on John Henry. Then she has one conversation with him, and she looks behind her. They go, don't look now. Which, first of all, I just want to say this, that this Kaylee and Avon, they're so together. I'm telling you right now, okay, she is egging this whole thing on when she knows that Olivia is, this is where I would be done with that Kaylee girl, okay? She's like egging it on and telling her to go hit, telling Kat to go hit on John Henry when she knows that John Henry and Olivia are together, okay? I'm telling you right now, she's already made it a deal that she's gonna get married to Avon and all this kind of stuff. She done ditched that Will guy for Avon as soon as he came down on the beach, right? If some woman came on that beach and took Avon on a date, and they were all egging Avon on, are you fucking kidding me? Kaylee would lose her mind, okay? She would lose her shit. But it's okay for you to egg on Kat and tell her that she should go take somebody else's man. Why don't you take your man, girl? Why don't you take Avon? How would you feel about that when you're all snuggled up there against him, right? So then Kat goes over there and she's like trying to, we see that later that they kiss and stuff like that, okay? Because John Henry don't know a good thing. That Olivia girl, she's the catch of the century, okay? She got personality. She's adorable. I mean, I love that Olivia girl, okay? She's hilarious. I love that Olivia girl, right? Okay. And so he's going to go after this Cat girl now, which she's like literally, and Olivia called it. She's like, she just wants a rose. And what's going to happen is that they're going to show that John Henry's going to exit off the show. This is what I think is going to happen. John Henry's going to exit off the show, not pick any girl and say you don't want to be there anymore. And then then Olivia and Kat are going to be left without a rose, and they're going to have to leave the show as well. I think because there's some big that happens at the rose ceremony next week. Or John Henry's going to pick some girl that they don't even think he's going to pick, okay? And then the two of them are going to be left. I hope somebody random just picks Olivia because I like her so much. And I really do hope she picks her love connection, or finds her love connection. I really do. But she is being so done wrong by Kat. She's gonna confront her in next week's episode. I saw that. So anyway, Kaylee and Avon are talking to Kat, and literally John Henry and Olivia, this is how heated I get. People think I get heated on my drama channel. Fuck that mess. No, man. I get more heated talking about this reality shit. You can see, I was sitting in that chair last night watching, I was like, a girl, beat her ass. Like, seriously, girl. Like, she's trying to take your man. Go have words with her. What is wrong? I don't really mean beat your ass. I'm not about violence, okay? I don't mean that, okay? A girl, go have words with her. Kat doesn't need to take accountability for anything, but when the exact same thing is done to her, it's the worst thing in the entire world. Are you kidding me? Girl, read the room. Seriously? And Olivia's like, she just wants to roast. So Olivia is kissing on John Henry because she hadn't seen him all day, right? And Kaylee's like, don't turn around now. And she turns around, she sees him kissing. She's like, that is my man. What, girl? John Henry and Olivia have been together for days, okay? Just because Tanner broke up with you today and you started hitting on somebody else's man, that does not... This girl, and she is so territorial. She is literally the epitome of toxicity. I cannot with this girl. I cannot, okay? That's all I have to say. So anyway, Bachelor in Paradise is not literally, is not pretty in paradise, okay? It's not pretty in pink, like the movie. It's not pretty in paradise. But I will continue to watch because I am loving it. It is a shit show, and I will continue to watch every minute of it. So anyway, I will do a catch-up tomorrow, or probably not tomorrow because we got a lot going on, but maybe Sunday or Monday of the other shows I've been watching and specific things about there's a lot of drama going on in the world right now. Monica and her mother fighting it out on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I haven't even gotten to that yet. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the world of drama that I need to talk about on reality TV. So, if you got specific things you want me to talk about, there's a lot of Real Housewives drama, people not being invited to BravoCon, which is going on right now. I wish I was at BravoCon, okay? Anyway, just to meet Lisa Hochstein because I love her so much. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys so much. I promise, starting next week, I will be posting more regularly over here again because I miss it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.